everyone, it has been approximately 50 million years, and that is mostly because I filmed the early 2022 knitting diary entry in February 22nd or 23rd, I believe, right before Russia invaded Ukraine. And I just did not feel like editing this. I was trying to figure out how to do it, but it just did not feel right. And yeah, so I guess basically here we are. We are in May of 2022. It's been 3 months and it is still going on. Ukrainians are still under attack, and it is horrible, plain and simple. And the reason why it's going on is just outrageous, and I still don't have the words for it, to be honest. So I have been doing quite a bit of knitting, and I figured I would like to sit down and actually share it with you. And I believe I'm going to start with the actual item that made me film this video, and that was the first finished object of 2022. That was my The Cozy Knitter Advent 2021 socks. I have a pair of socks here. They have been worn quite a bit already. They have been well loved. I finished them on the January 1st. And so I'm really happy with them. I did not quite knit a stripe a day like I initially planned to, but they're super comfortable, and yeah, couldn't be happier with them. I used a cream colored, not cozy knitter, because I forgot to add on the mini skein yarn that I had in my stash, and it worked out well. So there we go. And then a lot of extra knitting got done, but it's too warm and too humid to be wearing anything. So we're gonna go with the show and tell, and I need to weave in ends on everything but the socks. That's my life. If anybody would like to give me a push to weave in ends, or to weave in ends for me, let me know, because I'm horrible at weaving in ends. I'm painfully aware of it. So we're gonna start with what was supposed to be my Rhinebeck 2021 sweater, and that is Andrea Mowry's Illuminate. So I knit this in Manos de Uruguay, their mohair, and in Spincycle Royal Mile, which is the colorway for Fiber Space, which is the yarn store here in Alexandria, Virginia. And totally love this. I did knit the body quite a bit longer, and I initially planned to knit a split hem, but after I was done I changed my mind, ripped back the hem, and re-knit it just as a normal hem. So now we have ends to weave in, and then when it gets colder again I can finally wear this. The pattern itself was really well written. I did include some short rows in the back right here, and I think it looks really good. It fits well. I will be adding finished object for this on Instagram once this has actually been, well, ends have been woven in and all that good stuff. So it is a work in progress, but they will come, and they will come soon, and I can't wait to wear it. Technology is filling me something massive today. So the next up is my loop sweater by Mina, Phillip. This is a spreadsheet pattern. She has it written out if you prefer that, but you can also go with any yarn weight, any gauge that you may end up with, and basically fit it to any size, which I think is pretty darn amazing. And yeah, this is my version. I did knit this oversized to have a super cozy sweater in basically like a rainbow resembling kind of color scheme. I used a fingering weight held double. I used Hazel knits in fudge, Sherwood. The yellow, I don't remember. The red, I don't remember. And then I have the purple is Sweet Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, and then a blue, which is also Sweet Georgia in navy. And I truly love this. Again, I need to weave in ends because that's always the last thing that happens in my little world. But I like this a lot. This is super cozy, and I just really appreciate that this is a spreadsheet pattern because I knit my gauge swatch, figured out my gauge, weighed my gauge swatch, plucked all my measurements in my personal measurements, and then I had my pattern, which was amazing. The downside is that I clearly did mismeasure the first time. So I was done with the entire thing and I had to rip back, which was not pleasant, and I cannot recommend that. Measure thrice, don't knit thrice, would be my recommendation here. But I love this sweater and I can't wait to be wearing it again when it's colder out. Clearly not anytime soon because I'm sweating. But all in all, this is just plain amazing and I love it. Then next up I have, where is sock number 2? There. Next up I have a pair of just vanilla socks with a fish lips kiss heel. I finished these maybe 2 weeks ago, and here you go. This is Freckled Whimsy in the colorway Yesteryear, along with the mini skein that came with the sock set. This was part of the Yarn of the Month club that she had that I subscribed to for over a year, and I really like this a lot. So there we go, more socks for my sock drawer, which I really appreciate. And it's going to actually the ends will get woven in very soon. Yeah, I don't have much to say about these other than I love the yarn, I love her subscribing colorways. I have a bunch left to knit through, which is why I paused the subscription initially. And I tend to do these just plain vanilla 64 stitches with a 2x2 ribbed cuff and fish lips kiss heel, like I mentioned. I do increase by 2 to 4 stitches before I actually start the short row. So first row in my contrast color for the heel, I increase by 2 to 4 stitches to make it fit a little bit better, and that is just perfect for me. So that's that. Next up, I have a test knit for the wonderfully amazing Shana of Shanalines Designs. This is actually all done. The ends are woven in, it's blocked and everything. This is the section Cut Cowl, which you have probably seen on my Instagram if you check that out. I knit this in Totally Rad Yarns, Jess's Grunge-icorn colorway in this fingering weight, and then the light blue is my own self-dyed yarn, just a light blue. And yeah, I knit the large size, and I love these little welts. If you see, they get bigger and bigger until they get smaller again, and that's on both sides. So you can't go wrong with this. This is super comfortable. It is such a fun knit. I had a distinct case of just one more welt every single day, and I raced through this despite all the other rips I have going on because it was just so much fun to knit this. And I am planning at least one more version of this cowl. I didn't use a full skein for either color, even for the large size, so this is totally like, if you have like half a skein or so, you could probably do the small one. Plus some some minis maybe for the welts, because this is just it is such a great stash buster. Honestly, I can't wait to knit more, because this will be like, if I don't feel like wearing a shawl, I think this will be my go-to. and it knits up really fast. If you are on Instagram, go check out the hashtag, which is section Cut Cowl, and you can see all the beautiful cowls that everybody knit, and all those options with the colors just make me want to knit more and more. So stay tuned for another one coming pretty soon, I'm sure. Well, let's interrupt our usual programming with a this somehow did not get filmed. I know I showed it, but apparently something went wrong, and here we go. This is another finished object of mine. This is the Outstranding shawl by Christie Archer Designs, and I knit this in Baah Jolla up here in the shade Mamma Mia, in La Biena Me Super Sock, I think. Is it Super Sock? In the shade Aimee's Flashy Lipstick, and then in my own gray. So, this gorgeous triangular shawl is really nice, and I knit up super quick. And I actually have the ends woven in because I'm about to throw this in the water. So, I'm trying not to show my face because I am not prepared for this today, and I have one of those big old nasties right there. But here we go. I think it's super cute, and yeah, very nice and squishy and warm. And I'm glad I finished this. It was fun to knit with a little bit of color work and some textures here and there. Really nice shawl pattern. Now, we're gonna try and see if we can beat the battery, because my battery's blinking, the other one is charging, and I don't know where my third and fourth batteries went. So, I have, for starters, a tiny little start for a Ravelry hat, which is a hat is a Scottish, basically a triangular or triangularly worn shawl from Scotland. It is super cozy. As you see, the center is going to be a triangle with garter stitch, and then for the Ravelry hat, apparently you pick up stitches around the edge and then you add a lace border, and it's super cute, and I love it, and I've wanted to knit it for a long time. So here we go, and I'm knitting this with Blacker Yarns. Come on out. Blacker Swan 4-ply, which is a Falkland Islands Merino 100% new wool, and it's each skein is 50 grams to 190 yards. It's sort of, they say, fingering weight. I would say it's a sport weight, closer to a sport weight. It's a little too dense for a fingering in my opinion, but it knits up really nice. And yeah, this is going to be like my one gray shawl, actually my second gray shawl. Been on a gray shawl cake lately apparently. So this has gotten a slow start, but we will get there. The colorway for this is Dolphin, which is just plain gray, and I think it'll fit with a lot of things. Then I have a tiny little bit of a sock going here right now. This is Aimee Scher's Arrow to the Moon socks, based inspired by EXR Pan's book, The Arrow to the Moon, An Arrow to the Moon, which I'm reading right now. So I don't know if you can see the little bit of color work here that is coming in. This is the yarn is Big Little Yarn Co., which is based in Japan. She's a dyer based in Japan. Oops, I'm losing my stitch marker. Save that. And she had created this sock set, which was what Aimee used originally for her socks, and I just love the color so much, so I had to go and get the yarn and knit the socks in the same colors. So here we go, and yeah, it's slow going, but it's going, and we're having fun. So next I have a pair of socks, which are in a fancy schmancy Ziploc bag, because I ran out of project bags, which is something that should be remedied at the end of the week. And also, this is my on-the-go thing, my on-the-go whip. These are the socks I'm knitting when I'm sitting in the pick-up and drop-off line for my oldest. So, here we go. They are actually Schoppelwolle Zauberball Crazy. So they are this gorgeous 75% wool, 25% nylon mix, and they have this great like fadey thing going on, and you can see the ply for the most part, as you can see, and it's really nice. Sort of like Spincycle, I would say, except Spincycle is 100% wool and Schoppelwolle is this nice mix. So I've been knitting these. I don't care about my socks necessarily to be the same color, so this is going to be one pair, although I believe these are actually two different balls. One is Herbstsonne and one is Herbstwind. So fall sun and fall wind. But here we go, socks, and they are the Rose City Rollers. So they have the shorty socks with a rolled cuff right here. Maybe this one shows it a little better. Yeah. So and then let's see. What else do we have? We have, oh, this is not a whip yet. This is for later. We have an old whip dug back out, thanks to the Enchanted Stitchers. And this is Hobie Locatelli's staple linen top. It is now finally in the round, hooray! This is knit in BC Biogarn Balance in the color 17 Amber. There you go. And it is super nice. This is a wool and cotton blend, 55% wool, 45% cotton. Feels super soft. It's really nice to knit up, and the color I think is really great. So I can't wait to finish this and to then wear it. I'm currently knitting in the round. I am at the point where I need to start increases. So that is basically why I have stopped to take a break and to find my stitch markers to attach, so I know where I'm increasing. So there's that. And I had started this technically last year, and then things happened, also known as I just set it down, because you knit back and forth a lot, and this pattern is knit through the back loops, which means you also need to purl through the back loop, and that's a pain in the butt. So we've been putting this on hold, but I finally finished. I knit down. I was up here, basically, on that first side. And then I knit down, finished the shaping, did the other bit, knit down to the shape, finished the shaping, and now it's sitting in the round, and it's nice and fun, and it's really, really convenient to just like sit and knit even while I'm watching TV maybe. And this one is actually hosted in a project bag. Let me put this back in. Doo-doo-doo. This is in a Fates Threads bag in this gorgeous print, Golden Girl, can't go wrong. And yeah, I have a bunch of these, frankly, and I'm looking at them and they're all in use. Oops. I'm only showing you active whips because otherwise I think we would be sitting here through tomorrow. Next up, I have another whip that doesn't really have a project bag. This is my Felix Pullover, and so this is like unfinished on 3 points. I got sleeves that need to be finished, and I got a body that needs to be finished. But I like to do my sleeves first before I do the body, because then I know where my sleeves end, and everything else can just go in the body, and I am done, and I don't have to worry about yarn running out. No yarn chicken here. So that's where we're at. The sleeves are close to done. Maybe not close to done, they're about halfway done. But yeah, this is my Felix. The yarn is Malabrigo Rios in Fresco-iseco. So, what the hell is going on here? There we go. And yeah, it's really nice. I love this green, and I can't wait to wear it. The drape is amazing on this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's super drapey and really nice. So this is going to be fun. So, and last but not least, I have another sock whip because why not? Can you have enough socks? I feel like that is the big question. I have this Haverland sock here. This is on their Pax Sport base, so it's sport grade. And this is actually a fiber space exclusive for their sock force. And it's an 80-20 base, 80 superwash merino, 20 nylon, 328 yards per 100 grams, plus a 20 gram mini skein. The mini skein is done here. This is Blue Lagoon, and from the green on up, this is the main skein, and that's called Save the Lagoons. And it is a creature from the Black Lagoon X Earth Day inspired colorway. So this is actually relatively local to me, Haverland. They are in Maryland, so pretty close, and these colors just are really fun to knit up, and because it's a sport weight sock, it's even less stitches, so we're just like flying through this. I'm knitting these on a US 1.5 Adi, I think Adi Rockets. And my one gripe with these is I bought them as US ones, but they are 2.5 millimeters and not 2.25 millimeters. 2.25 millimeters is the actual US one. But alas, every now and then I have sock, sport weight sock yarn, so here we go. Next up, let's talk about projects that I'm planning, that I work back, and all that fun stuff. I was working on Perpetual Hope by Kino Knits, Mary of Kino Knits, and trying to show you this as best as I can. This is not even the largest part where I was. And then stuff happened, and we're now back to this again. Yeah, so this is the Ruby and Roses Advent Calendar from 2021, and unfortunately I had to work back because my gauge was off, basically, and I decided that I would rather not lose yarn chicken with every color change that she had intended, and size down the needles, and then hopefully figure out a way to use as much of this yarn as possible while still hitting gauge and making this the size it's supposed to be. And here we go. So this is going to happen again soon, and these are days 1 through 3. I think it's 1, 2, and 3. So we've got this going for us, and hopefully soon it will be cast on again. And the other thing I have is Stephen West's oh god, what's it called? The new one. Striped Vortex. There you go. So, I had cast this on already, and then I completely, totally, and utterly failed at this pinhole cast on. It takes a lot of like focus, I believe, at first at least, because you are managing 2 colors and you have a pinhole cast on, and you need to carry your yarn, but you need to carry it on the wrong side, not on the right side, so it needed to rip back. So here we are, we're going to start again, hopefully on the weekend, and hopefully with peace and quiet, and then I think it should be doable. His projects are usually doable, his shawls, so we'll get it done. So this is it for immediate future planning, except for, right, must not forget the scarf I was asked to knit, and these two colors. The green is Earth Yarns Harvest Fingering in the colorway Grape Leaf. And this gorgeous baby here is totally rad yarns again, just like in here. This is on her fly fingering weight base. This is again 75% superwash merino, 25 nylon, 437 yards or 400 meters to 100 grams. This colorway is Nightshade, which is a limited edition. And yeah, I have to love you very much if I give you limited edition colorways. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So, this is a scarf in the making, and we'll see when I get it cast on and what exactly it will be, because we haven't pinpointed a pattern yet. But we got this. If you have ideas, let me know. I'm curious. It just needs to be for 2 colors and 2 100-gram fingering weight skeins. And finally, I believe I would like to talk about a couple acquisitions. And when I say a couple, I mean only a couple and not the entire half a year's worth of acquisitions. Fully knowing that I might be placing an order tomorrow, don't tell on me. Yeah, I have first off some fiber. I only brought one, but this is already packed away and secured because I don't want any moths to get into it, obviously. This is Rambouillet combed top, and this is Lightning Strike, which is by Fossil Fibers, and this colorway is just gorgeous. And I have 2 of these, and they're so soft. I can't wait to spin them, maybe for Tudor Fleece, maybe for Stash Dash, we'll find out. And then we'll figure out what we're going to make with it once I know if I hit more of a fingering or more of a DK weight, I guess. I think probably DK, but we'll find out, and then we can figure out a pattern for this. And I can't wait because this is like, I love those colors. Those colors are just wonderful. So, we've got this. Come on, fit in. You were in there once, you can go back in. Then I have Wildwood Fibers in their Bauble Sock in the shade Emerald Star. And look, camera, can you maybe focus on this? It's a tad bit lighter and brighter. This is such a gorgeous green. I just had to have it, and I have enough to make a sweater, and I will make a sweater, and it'll be fun, and I can't wait. Gee, we're not doing this color thing today, are we? No, not for that. Close, but still not 100%. And then the last acquisition I have is, let me free this. So warm. The last acquisition I have is some Jagger Spun, which is 100% wool, 100 grams. This is relatively heathered, but so the woolly thistle had these 4 colors in a set with a book series, with the first 4 books in a series that I wanted to read. And I found it hard to get a hold of the first book, but now I do have the first book, and now I can read it in peace and quiet. Or I should say I finished the first book already. So, these 4 here. Now we have Choke Cherry, Cobalt, Teal. This leans more green in real life than on camera. Like my camera greens. It does okay with my wall. Nope, still not. And then Sunset. So what I plan to do with these 4 is I would like to knit a recalibrate top, and when I say I want to knit this, I mean I want to cast it on as soon as possible. So I will most likely be winding these very soon, which is why they're actually in here with me, where my Swift and my winder are. So I'm hoping to have this on the needles relatively soon. Now, I am trying to think. I know that in my skipped, tossed, binned episode entry for my diary, I had a couple other things I was talking about, but I don't think they're really relevant right now because they are projects I am not actively working on. So, in essence, I'm going to keep them for later because there's just not a lot going on. What I would like to mention though is that I am planning on knitting an anchor something or other, summer t-shirt, pullover, something in the near future. I just don't know yet which one it's going to be, and hopefully tonight I'll figure that out because I need to make up my mind. And yeah, that's going to be fun. So I forgot something. Let me get it. So getting everything ready, and I was like, before I had everything, I was like, I need to get this, and then I forgot it. I forgot this. So we share needles. They made me do this. Yeah, I totally blame you guys. This. The Arkansas Yarn Co. Sock Yarn Society. I'm doing 3 months, and 2022's theme is a few of our favorite things. And my first month came in and it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Cherry Blossom. This is on the high twist base, which is 85 superwash merino, 15 nylon, 394 yards to 100 grams, and gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I love this. And then clearly you got a sticker and 2 progress keepers, namely these 2. Can we separate you guys? No? Okay. Well, this glittery goodness right here, and then the cherry blossom prettiness right there. And on top of that, they also had a tiny little piece of paper that had flower seeds pressed into it. And we're going to plant this week. So that hopefully I can see some pretty plants when I look out the window. That would be nice. So, but that really is it in terms of things I've made progress on and things I'm knitting on, really. I do have to work on my Stash Dash plans because I have so many whips. And when I say so many whips, I mean so many whips that truly we need to work on this. To give you an idea, there you go. This is the app called Tiny Decisions, and these are, I think, almost all the whips I'm working on. And that includes the Retro Pullover by Stephanie Talent, which is a all-over cable pullover. And I need to work on it, but I have no motivation right now because it's a very warm pullover and it is very humid and warm outside. So it's not going to go very fast, but I hope to, during Stash Dash and Splash Pad Party, to make it a goal to like knit 5 rows or something every day. Because I think if I do 5 rows every day, I should make a decent progress, if not finish it. So that is one thing I want to throw out into the open, because it is something that I would love to finish this pullover, but without too much stress. So I feel like 5 rows, maybe 10 rows. Is it 8 row pattern repeat? I think it might be an 8 row pattern repeat. So maybe do a pattern repeat a day. Something like that, basically, is the idea. And, yeah. So, these are the plans and the knitting I have done in the last half year, plus, well, quite a bit of other knitting, but I haven't brought this here because I wanted to contain this a tiny little bit. So, we will be back, hopefully soon, and then we'll have more knitting and more fun, and I would love to know what kind of sweater you would do with the fingering weight bobble yarn that I have with the, not the boucle, maybe boucle yarn, and like I said, I have a normal amount for a normal fingering weight sweater, so I want to know what pattern would you knit with it, and I would love to know what you are looking forward to in terms of yarn. I know for me, right now, I look forward to all like the lighter linen, cotton, tencel, or whatever kind of yarns there are, because it's so warm and I want to have some fun with those. But I also think that it will be cold again and we'll need warm clothes again, and wool will be fun as always. So yeah, I want to know. I'm curious. So I hope you'll have some great knitting time, and this is really just like my diary glimpse into my diary entry for the knitting of the last few months, and it's fun, and I can't wait to work on all these again, especially on this. So have a great day. Bye.